We're just hopping along. We've got a whole line of holes off this break. Well, this wind's got to be blowing 20 miles an hour already. A little bit colder, a little bit windier than what the forecast was. But I tell you what, it's March. It doesn't feel like March. And we're out here in northeastern South Dakota here. These fish aren't in their, I guess what you'd call late ice patterns yet. We're still finding these fish out on main lake structure. And you know, most of the time when we come down here, we're targeting big perch, maybe walleyes. This time, we're gonna look for some bluegills and crappies. And I tell you what, this part of the world's got some special panfish opportunities. They're really flying on the radar. I think it's probably been 7 or 8 years since we filmed a winter crappie episode down in this part of the world, but there's some special opportunities. There, we got 'em. Wow, that is a crappie. This is a good fish. Come on up. I was hoping it was going to be a crappie, but I'll take it. Respectable largemouth. That's a nice, neat bonus. There she goes. That was a chunk. You know, we're anticipating we're going to find some crappies in here. That was the first big red mark. Came up and hit like a crappie. Well, that's the neat thing about this. You get in this part of the world and there's smallmouths, there's perch, you know, pike, walleyes, crappies, bluegills. You can pick your poison in this part of the world. You know, probably the storyline in this part of the world the last, 25 years, especially if you're an angler, is just the high water cycle. In the sense that a lot of these lakes have been here for a long time, but in a lot of cases they were a lot smaller and there's a lot fewer lakes, okay? And so you look at Wabae Lake, you look at Roy Lake, you look at Pickerel Lake, these lakes have been around, but then the high water cycle hit, and so a lot of these lakes, they grew in size. But what's interesting is that with that high water, and all of a sudden we have lakes that were never lakes before. There were pastures, there were duck marshes, there were just shallow sloughs that might have been, say, 2 feet deep at one time or even dry. A lot of these sloughs were farmed at one time, and now all of a sudden they've got a 15 to 20 foot basin in the middle. I mean, it's really incredible. As a rule of thumb, you take these new lakes, these sloughs, new water, you've got a lot of walleyes, you've got a lot of perch. But in a lot of these older lakes that have been around for a while, that were here during the drought years in the 80s, for example, you've got these bluegills, you've got crappies, you've got smallmouth bass. There's also some tremendous largemouth bass in this country, which is probably surprises a lot of anglers. But when you add everything up, just the diversity, you can target sloughs that have nothing but perch. You can target sloughs that have nothing but walleyes and perch. You can go to other lakes, literally 3 miles down the road and find big smallmouth bass. You go another 3 miles down the road and you find a lake that's got bluegills and known for big crappies. I mean, you can just pick your poison. You can just go down the list of lakes in this area. And some of these lakes aren't on any list because they don't even have a name hardly. But just tremendous, tremendous fishing. You just never run out of things to try.
There's 2 of them. If these are the right kind, there's a pretty good looking school down there. Man, that's a beautiful fish. Don't catch a lot of these out here, but when you do, they're sure nice. I started off with white and caught a smallmouth and kind of tore it up, so I switched to a blue or purple looking color here, and so far the crappies are liking it, looks like. I'd say what I like about this part of the region is the endless opportunities of fishing. You can fish big bodies of water, small bodies of water, sloughs, deep, shallow. There's about every species of fish up in this area that you could want to target. I mean, you could fish a different lake, a different species about every day of the week if you wanted to. As far as guiding, I enjoy being able to fish quite often, and I do enjoy meeting new people and getting to make new relationships with people and just learn about other parts of the country where they're from and stuff that they enjoy.
Talk about all kinds of different species. So far we've seen largemouths, we've seen crappies, bluegills. Pretty cool. You just never know what you're going to catch in this part of the world. I got a bunch of them down there. Got them. That is fun. I got about 3 feet of fish stacked up down there. Oh yeah. Yeah. Can't even see that Mackie minnow in there. That'd be just a great fish to eat right there. Get that transducer in the water. Yeah, and I got them down there, man. It's a race, just a race to get down. That's fun. Oh, look at there, they're coming up to it. Oh, just like that. Oh yeah, look at this one. Look at this one. That's what we're here for. Oh. Look at that. They're just eating that. That is a crappie. That is a big slab crappie. Whew. Warm up my hands here. See here what we're doing here. It's just universal crappie candy here. I'm going to straighten out my minnow here, but that's just a drop kick jig. Then you see here I got a loop knot on there, just give it a little bit more action when I'm swimming that jig. That there's just that Mackie Minnow XL. Getting a little chewed up here, but I think it's got one more fish left in it. And these fish, when they've been coming in, they've been just eating it. Whew, I gotta get my mittens back on. That wind is just raw out here. Put these on real quick here. I got fish down there. Oh man, I can't even hardly warm up. So, you know, you're not gonna find just, 10 feet of fish on a lot of these lakes. At least, these big crappies. You'll just find these loose groups swimming around where there might be, say, 2 to 6 fish in a pod, and you might have 2, 3, 4 fish on the screen at one time. A lot of times we just have one fish, but I tell you what, when you're fishing and you get a fish to come up that you think is a crappie, it's just a nice big dark red mark, and you can't get that fish to raise, you can't get that fish to eat it. A lot of times what I like to do is just play with that fish and try to keep that fish around, because nothing will pull in crappies like a crappie. A second fish shows up, a third fish shows up, one of those fish is going to eat it because they don't want the fish next to them to eat it. And so a lot of times if you have a tough fish below you that won't respond, just try to keep that fish around so that a new fish arrives. A lot of times that's all it takes. A new fish comes in and that fish has a change of heart.
There we go. That one just flew up past everything and hammered it. Very nice crappie. Man, that was fun. Had a whole school of fish and he flew up past everything and just hammered it. Get back down, even though I can't feel my fingers, it's worth it.
I tell you what, these fish, they're big, but they can also be really aggressive. And so, you could use glide baits, you could use spoons. We're using, tungsten with soft plastic today, but, big thing is just, don't be afraid to fish aggressively for these fish. You take a 14-inch crappie, that's a predator. They don't get that big by not eating. And so, again, using braided line, just using a spinning reel, which, just better drag, quicker to get down, faster to get up. Dead meat rod, 36-inch rod, just a soft tip for detecting the bite, especially as windy and cold as it is today. That rod tip even moves, set the hook, but just get that nice backbone for, just leveraging those bigger fish. But tell you what, these fish are aggressive. Don't be afraid to, have a pretty aggressive cadence. Pound and work that lure when you're not marking fish, especially when a fish shows up. Try to get that fish to raise, try to get that fish to accelerate. If you can get that fish to raise 1-2 feet in the water column, usually by the time they get to you, just a soft quiver at that point, you just seal the deal. And so that's what makes it fun. These fish, they'll gun you down, they'll chase you.
This feels like a pretty decent one. There's a school of 3 of them come in and ooh, nice crappie. Oh, look at this guy.
And what we're doing here, this isn't a weed pattern at all. We've got a grid of holes and we're right on the ledge, say 16, 15, 17 feet of water where you just have this soft basin behind us and there's just rock up in front of us here. We're just on this break line. On a topographic map, this would look more like a walleye spot probably than anything. These basin transitions are a lot of times where you'll find these panfish in these lakes. There, we got them. Come on up here. Boy, these fish just fight. Look at that. Oh yeah, look at that. No wonder they fight and pull so hard, huh? When their crappies that big. Look at that. Look at that. Oh. Look at that. Look at that mouth on that. Wow. That is a crappie. I mean, I'm not exaggerating or embellishing at all, but that crappie is well over 15 inches. Do we have a tape measure anywhere? Let's measure this fish real quick. That is a huge, huge crappie. My goodness. I just want to see.
That's a pig.
Just so that we're not exaggerating or embellishing here, but yeah, it's over 16. Just a hair over, yeah, right on 16. Wow, that is awesome.
What a beautiful fish.
That's a special fish. I tell you what, fish like that, you start getting crappies that are over 13 inches. That's a special fish. I like to release fish like that. I mean, to me, that's an important fish for a fisher if you love panfish. There's all kinds of, 10, 12-inch fish out here that you can eat, but that's a special fish. Yep. That's a big fish. Anywhere in the country, that's a true trophy crappie. Obviously, you have the big perch that this area is kind of famous for, but there's a species or an opportunity under the radar. I would say it's the bluegills and the crappies that are just kind of diamonds in the rough in this area. There's so much good fishing that a lot of people don't even target these fish.
Exactly. Well, beautiful fish. I'm gonna get back after.
I gotta warm up my hands. That's worth getting cold for.
Well,
there, got him. That's a good one. Oh yeah. Bring him on up here. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's a nice crappie. Puts those other fish in perspective. Beautiful fish. And tell you what, they just kind of come through in loose packs, loose schools, where there's times where you won't have any fish below you, then all of a sudden you'll have 2 or 3 feet of them. And you'll have them underneath you for 5 minutes or so, and then you'll lose them. But these fish are just traveling up and down this contour, and it's kind of neat because once we've found these fish, we've just settled into a couple of holes here. We're basically just running traffic. For every 10 minutes or so, it seems like a new wave of fish is coming underneath us. So we're staying at Royal Lake Resort this time, which is located in Royal Lake State Park. You look at the Glacial Lakes area as a whole, Roy Lake is kind of situated on the north edge of the Glacial Lakes region, but you look within, goodness, within 30 miles of here, there's probably at least 100 lakes. And there's a lot of really good panfish and bass lakes up in this part of the Glacial Lakes in particular. You know, big crappies, bluegills, big smallmouths, big largemouths. Tremendous area for fishing.
One of the novel things about Roy Lake Resort is it really has a lot of nostalgia. There's been a lot of people that have come and go over the years and remember as a kid growing up and catching fish here at Roy Lake. And here recently, the state of South Dakota had an opportunity come in where we could join in Roy Lake Resort into our state park here. And that's given us a lot of opportunities, making some improvements and remodel the main lodge building and remodel the C-store. And we can really address our customers' needs from over the years and show them some improvements and try and really welcome people back and do a solid reservation system. And we've got several different options here from suites, have beds and sleeping quarters for up to 8 folks. And we've got them down to the single family occupancy. So a lot of good opportunities here, a lot of good diverse opportunities here.
Here comes one. There, got him. That's a good one. Get my gloves off for this one. This is a nice one. Oh, look at that. Come here, that is a nice one. Oh, got my plastic. Look at that. Just see the girth on these fish. Couldn't ask for a nicer looking crappie right there. Beautiful. Whoa. There she goes. Warm up my hands here. That fish got my plastic. I tell you what, these big crappies love these big minnow profiles. You know, these bigger profiles, they have a lot of advantages. I think the biggest thing is, you know, these fish can see them from further away. Obviously, crappies that big, they're a predator. They're eating minnows and anything else that'll fit in that big mouth, but I'm just threading it straight behind that jig, just like that. And, you know, you're using these big profiles, these big minnow profiles. The other thing too is don't be afraid to fish these pretty aggressively. You know, I'm getting it down there and I'll show you how I'm pounding that plastic, and granted, not everything works all the time. You know, just one trick to have up your sleeve, but take that minnow profile and just really pound it hard, especially when you're not marking fish. You see how I'm just bouncing that rod up. A lot of times I'm just holding the rod on the butt and I'm just doing a really hard pound. It's way more than a quiver, just to get that minnow to dance. And that pulls these big fish in. They can see that and feel that from a long ways. It's like ringing the dinner bell.
There's another one. Man, they're down there. Feels like another. Ooh. Big old bluegill. Nice gill. That's kind of a surprise. Put that back down the hole, and there's a couple other fish with it.
There, got him. Transducer out of here. Come on up. Oh my goodness, look at this one. Oh, that is a beautiful, beautiful fish. Oh my. Get my hand in her. That is a crappie. Oh, look at that. That is great. Right in the top of the mouth. That is a beautiful fish. You know, I tell you what, this place gets lots of attention for big perch. And obviously you have the walleyes, but I tell you what, if there's one thing that's overlooked in this part of the world, northeastern South Dakota, I would say it's the big bluegills, the big crappies. Tell you what, it's a special, special opportunity. Love this part of the world. You can fish a different lake every day, fish a different species, You just never run out of things to do in this part of the world if you love to fish.